Hi there, it's John here, and I am Jane's husband.
Hello, it's Richard here, and I am Chandra's fiance.
And we just got pulled in at the last minute. I happened to show up at Rich and Chandra's place, and we're doing an intro for the Sage Stage.
Right?
Yep.
Couldn't be happier doing it.
We love that you're doing this, and thanks for showing up and listening.
Watch, and watch it well.
Welcome to the Sage Stage. No, you know what? We're not doing an intro because we had
the guys had the intro.
So,
all right. So
we are so scattered today.
Oh my God,
because
I'm actually being, yes, we're scattered.
we're scattered because we're again having technical difficulties, and
We keep changing our setup. We're in a different setup again. One of these days it'll be consistent. Or not. You know what? I don't know if I'm ever going to have consistency in my life.
I think we also have to be comfortable with not having consistency in our lives.
But I feel like anyone who
I've
has
never had
success,
consistency.
I know, but I just feel like anyone who has success in their life has built consistently towards something.
Which is why I've never been really successful.
But is it necessary? I wonder if that's just a story I'm telling myself that because I literally wrote this on my Substack this week. I went, okay, I have a load of laundry in the washer. I have not started. I have the mop out on the floor, but I haven't mopped any floors. I've got 5 different lists with things scratched out and written on it. I've got something pulled out of the fridge, but no idea what I'm going to make. And that is but a habit that, that's the way my creative brain works. I can't seem to do one thing to finish and then start the next thing. I have to start this and then go squirrel. And then I'm over here and then I go until squirrel again. And then I'm like, is that the creative mind I have? Or is that a disease?
I think it might be both. But here's what I'm thinking as I hear this, and I do the same, and with the things that we've been reading in the pivot year, and also that reel I was talking to you about, procrastination.
Yes.
And setting upper limits for ourselves and all that. But I think what it is what we do, first of all, when we're younger and we get all the stuff, we have to look busy and successful. So I always have to be busy. I've always got to have a lot of things on the go. And then it goes to, oh, we're so creative, and oh, we're mothers. Look at us balancing all this shit. Da, 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 da. And now we have, oh, we're menopausal ADHD women. This is why our brains do that. When really, and I'm just spitballing and it's just coming to me right now. So I don't know anything.
I'm hearing it for the first time. Go for it.
So am I. Is what is all these things that maybe we did to try and look good, or survival skills, or trying to manage life and put labels on it is now detrimental to us. And I'm not saying women our age don't have ADHD, and I'm not saying menopause is nothing, but I'm thinking and listening to all these things about intrinsically, what do I believe about myself that I'm not even aware of, that's stopping me from doing, like we talked about, the upper limit, and we have to push through it. And the procrastination is, I think, again, if I did everything I was supposed to, I'm not talking about house cleaning, because fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck
it's
that shit.
House cleaning. If you love it, come to my house. I will come to your house and do something I love, like redecorating and making more of a mess. But I'm thinking. But do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not being very clear.
No, okay. Let me try and get it. Is it so? We've spent a lot of our lives trying to look good, and looking good means looking busy, whether or not. And so as a result,
and you say looking good, and my thought was, I need to be busy so people don't think I'm being lazy. People don't think I'm not doing enough. People think I'm good enough.
Looking good enough.
Yeah. But you have a I need to be professional, looking good, and my shit is always, I just need to
look productive,
so no one yells at me. I'm a loser.
But it's the same flavors. It's different, different characteristics of the same thing, which is this. And the idea of actually slowing down and going, maybe if I slowed down enough that I could do one thing to completion. Because I think what happens is, for me, a lot of times I start working on something and I'm like, oh my God, but that thing isn't done. And oh my God, that thing isn't done. And so I end up going, I need to finish that thing because maybe I can get that done faster. And then maybe I can get that done faster because I'm successful if I'm at completion. When I'm realizing there is no completion, there is no finished part. Like
I think completion almost scares me.
maybe that's it.
Because if I complete something, then it's out there. I'm out there. I say, hey, I've done this. It's one thing to get paid to do it. I get paid to write a play for this production that I direct, and I always get it done. I procrastinate the fuck out of it, but I always get it done, and I go crazy and think it's never going to happen. It happens, but there's a deadline. It's expected. My own stuff has been sitting around because the completion of it goes, what do I do next?
And this is what gets in our way.
I know.
Okay, because when it's for somebody else,
Right.
there's a deadline. I have to get it done. I do it. If it's for me,
Having a hot flash talking about this is causing anxiety,
this is it,
right?
This is it. If it's
This is
for
important,
me,
yeah.
I will find a way to like put something else between me and the finish line because I'm not important enough to focus on finishing that thing.
Yeah.
Like for us, that thing that's in the space right now is marketing this thing.
And that's why I'm saying you're making great reels.
But I'm not
send
putting
them.
out
No,
there.
you're not.
So
And I'm
that's
like,
like, I
send
can
them to
create
me
stuff,
and
but
I will
you
put
can
them
do
out
that,
there.
yeah.
Because I do put them. I have, for some reason, that's not something that upsets me.
Doesn't get in your way.
Doesn't get in my way at all. Put up a reel looking silly on the internet. I mean, I think I built most of my career around that.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
doing
know.
years of improv and stuff. I don't think I have any good looking
I think
pictures
for
of
me,
me out
it's
there.
like I'm caught in the perfection trap because I want to schedule them. I want to have them like so that I
You
don't
do.
have to
You
think
do
about
talk.
them.
I'm gonna say I love you. You talk about what we have to do, and you're 100% right.
And yet I don't do it.
You don't, because then you're like, I've taken another course.
I know.
I've
learned
learned
so
this so much.
but I'm not implementing what
So
I've learned.
you know what? Just send it to me, and I'll just go. I'll
Okay.
put them up.
All right.
Honestly, because
Eventually, though,
we're gonna do it together.
we're eventually going to do it together. But eventually, also, we're going to schedule them because
It's so much work.
the scheduling is work.
No,
the
the
trying to get it
create-
done.
yeah.
You can't create every day on the day on the
No,
fly.
on the
You're
fly.
just going to end up with nothing on the days that we're not feeling inspired. So yes, maybe that's something, and that's why that's the only reason this thing happened is that we had each other as a
To
accountability
push, because
partners.
when-
but we've gotten to a point. We
Mhm.
got so far,
Mhm.
so we're actually at the point where we're like we've done pretty well. This is episode whatever it is. It's almost
This I think will be
late
17.
17.
This one will be
Holy
17.
smokes.
And we were just talking. We were out having a brunch at Etc. in
Yes.
Guelph. Lovely skillet I had.
Yes.
And
We had a lovely waitress.
a lovely waitress, and she was talking about a podcast she was talking about maybe doing years ago. But we had said, well, it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But
You said that.
It
I
does.
was like, do it.
it takes a lot of work. Do it. Well, yeah, I said do it, but
Yeah.
I'm like, she said the time. I said, to be honest, there's a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's a
true.
lot of time. However, then we
spent a lot
said
of time shooting the shit though too.
so much time shooting the shit, but that's our podcast, man. But I'm saying is we're good at this part now. Now we have to be good at marketing and putting ourselves out there.
And
Right
that's
now, what do
actually
we have?
scarier.
That is almost scarier because it was scary to do this, but we're relatively incognito, really.
What do you mean by that?
Well, not incognito, like our views aren't like thousands. They're not
No.
even hundreds. So to me, that's relatively incognito.
Right. We're not.
If we start
not being seen by
marketing,
lots
which
of
we
people.
want to do, and we are going to do,
Mhm.
then that does
Means
mean
that we're
we're going to
inviting-
get the trolls.
Right. And
We're going to
inviting
get
people to
talk. And sure, bring it on. I mean, whatever, bring
yeah.
it on.
Yeah,
I'm
we kind of talked about.
I'm
being prepared for that.
very witty. Let's go. And I'm very nice. I'm not a bitch.
Oh no,
But
you're not a bitch, but
I
I
can
also,
be a
like, we're
bitch.
both,
She
we
can
both
be a
can be
bitch.
bitches. Oh, fuck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
Nice.
can't wait.
But I have learned to temper it with a certain amount of like, okay. Like when we got that young lady who was like, you stole her name. And I was like, actually, we didn't.
You didn't?
We didn't.
We didn't.
We didn't. And we have very different names and different podcasts and
Yeah.
different audiences. So I was like,
Well,
but
that was very
my
nice,
first
but
instinct my first instinct was, rah! And then
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And it was fine. And it was great and de-escalated. And she's lovely. She's got another podcast and totally different than ours. But that's not a troll. She was just
No. That
asking a
wasn't that
question.
one. Yeah.
But someone who's really genuinely mean to be mean.
Well, what did we learn today is just to disconnect our emotions from other people's energy fields.
That was one of the things in the pivot year, which is like you cannot live in someone else's head. You cannot control what anyone
Well,
thinks about
that's
you at any
Mel
time.
Robbins on the Let Them.
Exactly.
That's Brené Brown that talks about that. Like
Exactly. It's like,
everyone
stop
talks
worrying about other
about
people.
yeah. And that's a lesson that does need to be said over and over again by different people in different ways
And we'll
until
probably say it.
you,
All
everybody
of us.
start to actually believe it. Because once people aren't triggered by other people's shit,
Oh my God. The world
I
would be so
dare
much
say
better.
that there will be less confrontations, less hate,
Mhm.
less fear, which leads
Mhm.
to violence, which leads to
Less
wars
revenge.
and greed and all that bullshit.
Yeah, which is toxic.
When
as
let
hell.
me be a freaking love hippie, there's enough of money and food and water and diamonds and fucking cars or whatever you want. There's enough of it in the world. One person doesn't have to have it all.
No.
Or
Exactly.
5 people don't have to have, or whoever
but there
has
is
it.
a huge part of the world that is in abject poverty. Like that's
And they
whole-
don't even need to be, because
No,
if some woman, I'm just saying a woman, it doesn't have to be, but
The
just say a
world doesn't need to
woman
be run by women.
takes over and just says, everybody's going to have what they want. You want to be rich? Some people don't want millions of cars and stuff. Some people, their idea of having a wealthy life is living in a beautiful hut in the
See,
forest.
I don't know, because I think we're still animals by instinct, and there is this natural competitiveness, and like if my neighbor has more, that's upsetting to me. But it's kind of baked into our psyche.
I'm going to be
like,
100%, 100% sure. Not mine. It's the weirdest thing. Everyone goes, "Oh no, you care about what car so and so or the trip." I said, "No, you know what? I'll be like, ooh, that looks like fun. That would be fun." But I don't go, "Oh, that bitch. I wish I could do that."
No, and I don't think that's.
I
even that.
never-
It's-
I don't-
but
I
do
don't-
think there's been all these scientific.
Mine's only
experiments
physical.
done.
I'm like, ooh, look at her body. I wish I could have that. I wish I had that. How come I can't have that body? That's honestly the only place where I would compare myself to others or feel less than because someone else has a rockin'
Right, but
body.
if it wasn't right in front of you, and if everyone looked exactly like you, it wouldn't bother you. That's my point. Is that there's this something, there's this inside, there's this
No,
comparative thing.
that would bug me because I would want to make it my own.
But if there was no,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
no,
when you said if everyone looked like you, that
Yeah.
wouldn't bug me. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to look like everyone else. It doesn't mean I want to look better, but I'm going to put a flower in my hair or something sparkly on.
right,
But that doesn't mean I want more sparkles than you have.
no,
I don't want more flowers in my hair than you have in your hair.
no. But what I'm saying is, it's natural for us to compare.
At some level,
Unfortunately,
yes.
it's kind of part of baked.
But I
into
think
who
we're
we
talking about
are.
the whole greed and I need more. Compare,
That's
yes, but
different.
more, I don't ever have that.
There was something I read recently about a neighborhood where everyone pretty much had the same house and the same car, and then one of the people in the neighborhood leveled their house and built a much bigger house, and then exchanged their car and got a much bigger car, and then all of a sudden the neighborhood changed.
Really?
Yeah,
It actually happened, or they
I was reading about this, and I'm sorry, I never have the actual references to what I've read. If I can find it, I will try and find it. And what has started happening was there started becoming arguments about property lines, arguments about where you can put your car, arguments about like all kinds of.
So you're basically
tension
saying that no
arose.
matter what, we're fucked.
No, I'm just saying that we have to acknowledge that there's certain parts of our personality that we like. I would love to just love that out of ourselves, but I think it's more important to embrace, okay, there's this quality, and but I don't want all of the.
I just want to love. I know I'm a love, because I walk into your house. It's beautiful. It's got the big trim that I've always wanted. Like, I love the farmhouse look. That's something I want. I don't go, oh my God, I'm going to get more. I'm going to get more so I can have a better house than Jane. I live in this house, which I love, and we are creating it into what we love with what we have.
Oh my God, this house is so beautiful, and
Well,
so you.
and
Like,
thank
come in
you.
here and you go, it's so warm and welcoming.
Well, oh, thank you. But I'm just saying, but because we're different, that's what I think I'm saying. Because people we are different. We're not robots. We aren't all the same. It's natural. People are going to want to be different.
Yeah.
It's when it comes up, I want to have more.
But that's the whole American dream, to aspire. Like, there's this concept that
What dream?
The American dream.
We're in Canada.
I know.
But I'm just saying,
we're affected
and look
by
what
it.
happened by the American
Oh, I
dream.
know,
Look where
it's-
they are now.
Oh, don't
Sorry,
get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating for it. But there's this baked in concept that every American is just a currently disenfranchised millionaire, like a frustrated millionaire. It just
Right.
hasn't happened for me yet, and that it can happen for anyone, everyone, anytime. And frankly, that is more true than ever before, but it's not true. It's not every single person is going to be a millionaire, but there's a sense that I deserve it, or that that's success, right? That's what we need to deconstruct. That's what we need to get away from. And I think that's what's happening a bit more as I get older, as I'm going, all the things I thought I needed. And like, I always coveted a cottage. I love my home. I love my home, and I don't need, and frankly, it's more home than I need now that the kids are not there. So I'll, at some point, John and I will probably look at, a smaller place.
Well, but they're still coming home
for
on
now,
a regular,
until they're settled in their own homes. We'll probably hold on to it, because Lord knows one of them may want it, right? It's a great family home, but I know that it's not what I need anymore, right?
Yes,
I don't really want that. I don't want what I love my parents, but I don't want both my parents and mother-in-law did, which was to stay in the family home until their late 80s, 90s. I'm like,
that's a lot.
It's a lot. And it's like, but I think there was a status associated with it of their generation. It's like, this means I made it. And I want to disassociate from that. Like I said, the cottage was like, I will relax at a cottage, at my cottage, and it'll be this beautiful thing, and I'll entertain there, and I'll hold retreats. And I had this whole thing built up in my head about why that was going to be so important. And I do, like, when I go to other people's beautiful lakeside cottages, there's a part of me that goes,
I just want to be near the water.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
I'd be fine in a hut by the water. Yeah.
Near the water.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, there's a part of me that craves that, but it's also a luxury. And I'm trying to disassociate any happiness that I'm not giving myself or letting myself experience, because I'm not there in that place and that thing. Because I guess, need it. Like,
yeah.
monks don't need it.
Do you?
I don't need it, but I have to disassociate.
Actually, quantify your happiness with having.
I used to.
Really?
I
see that. I guess that's. I've never.
Not consciously.
No. I can't imagine you being that.
I couldn't. When we were having kids, I was very driven. Like, the maternal instinct in me, but also like this desire, like, I dissociated safety and this, like, I needed a home. I needed it to be my home.
Right.
Like, renting a home, I didn't feel, and that's a luxury. I get it's a luxury, but I had this whole concept about it. Right.
Yeah.
And it's all externalized, and I'm recognizing the situation that I live in.
Yeah.
It's very easy to say right now, because I'm very comfortable.
Yeah.
But I'm recognizing that I don't need it. I just intellectually, I'm recognizing that my happiness isn't the things around me. As much as, I that's why I think my parents and so many people hold on to their homes, because their homes give them this illusion of security and happiness.
And I was just reading, and I'm watching, and who knows if it's true, talking about when you retire, why hold on to the home? Why not sell it and rent? I kind of was watching it. I was just like, that's something to think about, but I was too tired and I didn't really save it or anything or look into it. When I separated, I rented. One, I didn't have any income to own a home. But I had said renting, I thought, as a single woman, and I'm a pretty capable person.
Very.
But I thought, even if I struck it rich, unless I was like an uber millionaire who could hire anybody at any time, but say even if I had a job that made me able to afford to buy a home, I probably wouldn't have. Because as a renter, I know exactly what my bills are. And if something breaks, that's not a freak out. That's you got to fix the furnace.
Right.
You have to do that. That's
right.
a phone call to someone else. And as a single woman who I can't fix a furnace. I can't.
Right.
Well, I had that comfort level of knowing these are my payments. The only thing I had to worry about is if the car went.
Right.
That's the only other big ticket.
Card.
You never know what's going to happen with cars.
Right.
But I had that comfort, and I think as a senior of certain financial windows, brackets, levels, I don't know what you say. That makes sense to me.
Mm. The only reason it doesn't make sense to me is because I've seen too many stories of seniors being kicked out.
But that's the other thing.
When you're renting and you're a senior,
they could go, we need to buy it. And we're
selling this property. You're 76. You've been there for 20 years.
Yeah.
And guess what?
I think we get a tiny home community.
You know how difficult it was. I was appalled to hear that story and how difficult it was for you to find a place when you were a single mom.
Yeah.
Like, how many renters would not rent?
I forgot to get water. Yeah, I know.
that like, and can you imagine being an older woman, single, trying to find a place?
No,
Like,
I was talking to a girlfriend last night, and she's, single, around our age. She makes good money. She's going to have to rent, which is fine. She's going to have to take in a roommate, like two friends living together, just because rent is so
that's the
insanely
other
high.
thing, right?
I'm
Rent
like, oh
keeps
my
going
God,
up and up and up. Your
my
mortgage goes
rent,
down,
yeah,
down.
my rent was higher than my ex's mortgage. And now renting, I can't even imagine.
This is
It would have
it.
been it was just a little bit. I remember going, oh my God. When I first moved out, my rent was a little bit above his mortgage, just like $100. By the time I left, it was about I don't know what his mortgage. If his mortgage had stayed the same, I don't know if he did refinancing.
Yeah.
I don't know. But how I left it, our mortgage there was about then 200 or 300. But then when I had to look for a place, I'm looking at spending $2,500 a month rent, while his mortgage last time I left it was $1,175 a month.
Exactly.
Like, what
That's the only reason.
fuck?
And that's a problem with the policies in the government, right?
Well, that's
Like, we
that's a
shouldn't- we
whole
shouldn't be
other
in this
issue.
situation
But
right
I'm
now.
just
So
saying
I'm
that
So that's the problem, is like I do associate a certain amount of security with home ownership.
I
And
agree.
I don't think that's going to go away from me.
So I
because-
think that we buy a huge plot of land and we start building tiny homes and
Yes.
have little like hippie communities.
I'm totally down for that. John and I've been
Fuck
talking
yeah,
about that.
I would too. Oh, Rich and I would.
Oh
my
my gosh,
girlfriends,
yes.
my Guelph girls, we talk about that. Like,
Oh
what
my
color
gosh.
is going to be your tiny home? Because really, everyone, when you're seniors, you hope like maybe you take a month and go somewhere warm, or in the summer you have a cottage, and then that way you still have a home near your family and friends, but it's not huge. And then we thought we would build a big hall or community room, so that when you had your family over,
Yes.
or you know what, I'm having the family, we'd book it out for Christmas, like take your
Exactly.
days and
Exactly.
just,
Exactly.
I think that's
It
the way
makes-
to go.
It makes so much more
You
sense.
can
And I
get
just-
tiny homes for
I
I mean,
know.
not nothing, but like fraction.
a fraction of what home ownership is.
Yeah. Or if you do an off, like if you, well, get my friend Ken, if you're listening,
Hey, Ken.
hey Ken, Sue, get Ken to start thinking about how to have a bunch of tiny homes on, and we all start chipping in to buy the land now, start building, because people are going to start retiring in 5-10 years. Like,
Oh my gosh, the boomers, there's already so much movement happening.
no, but they have to pass our tests, because you can't have any jerks.
No.
No meanies. No.
We're building a commune.
Yeah, that's what I said at the very beginning. I want a commune. Why are you being so surprised? And we're going to have like fires under the
'Cause I
moonlight
didn't
in
think
the
there'd be an
corner, back
entrance
corner.
test.
Yeah. Yes, because we don't want it to end up being some sort of cult.
No.
I mean a commune. But I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to end up,
John and
I
I
just want
talked
to
about
make
this,
sure
like,
it's filled with lovely people
there's-
who aren't going to get caught up on the, oh my God, did you put a flamingo on your front lawn? I'm
Right.
like, yeah, if I want to put a fucking flamingo
I'm
in
gonna
my,
put a fucking
I'm going to
flamingo.
do it. And at Christmas time, it's going to wear a Santa hat.
There you go.
You know,
Exactly.
just
No,
like my
it's-
llama
it's-
outside now.
I know, and it's going to be really interesting to see how it happens, because there's so many kids in our kids' generation right now who are like, I don't know how homes are going to happen.
But then let's think about that. Why can't people starting out buy a tiny home in a tiny home community? So then they have home ownership, they do it, and then they sell it when they can save money. Because if you buy that for say 20, 30,000, a little tiny home, that's more doable.
Yeah, I think
and
they're
then-
more than that, but even still, that's
No.
still very doable.
It
Depends on the
depends
tiny
how
home.
tiny you're
Yeah.
going. I'm talking
How
tiny.
fancy.
Yeah. I don't need fancy. I just need pretty. That's all I need in my life.
That's
That's
quote.
my, honestly,
the quote.
I don't need fancy. I just need pretty.
I don't- I'm the
Everything is
same.
pretty. I don't need cars. I don't need a fancy car. I just want a cute purple little hatchback that I used to have. And now I have a cute little blue hatchback. Like I don't know. It's a Subaru. Big deal. I don't know.
I know.
I'm like, it's cute and pretty.
And I've never ever been a name brand person. Like those
No.
people.
I love name brands because
I do.
unfortunately they're very well made and stuff. But I'm like,
Not always. Not
no,
always.
not always.
Not
But
always. I never let my kids, like, if they wanted to name brand anything when
They
were
bought
in
it
high school,
themselves.
they bought it themselves.
Yeah, me
but
too.
they never did, because I said, basically, you're paying a big company
Yep.
and a very wealthy CEO to use your body as a billboard.
Yeah, my kids,
Not into it.
I have one. Yeah, Hannah loves her. I don't know if she still loves Lululemon, but she's in riding. So she does
Oh,
pay name brand because
that's
that you
different.
have to have a good
Yeah,
quality.
yeah.
I get that. But
That's different,
But
but
I mean,
I'm
they
just-
grew up with me. So where did we shop? I'm a thrift store
Oh,
queen.
yeah. So are we.
And I love sales. Like even buying in a store, I go right to the sale rack first.
It's interesting. Like, I'm wondering, I'm catching myself, because I'm going, I would never spend $2,000 on a purse. Like, there's, and for those of you that like to do that, awesome. Like,
Oh, and you have
to
great
it.
purses.
Go to
Fantastic
it. But
purses.
I can't conceive of it. I just, like, and I don't know if this is that upper limiting thing again, where I'm going, why would I ever spend $2,000 on a purse? That's ridiculous. Now I hear my mother in my head also going, what a waste of money. And I
there's that.
don't
I have that in my
disagree, but I'm also wondering, like, yeah, you know what it is like, I feel guilty spending that much money on something like that. I'd have to give $2,000 to a charity. Like, in my
Right.
mind, I'm like,
Okay, no, here
what
we're
a
gonna
waste.
solve this.
Yeah,
We're gonna take away this
luck.
limit, of we shouldn't have that much money, because yes, we should, because we not only
Sure.
would do good things, but
But what I
we
do
would
with it.
spend the money. No,
Yes.
listen,
Okay.
like Candy and I talk about.
Okay.
We're like, oh, honey, we're gonna just go to Italy for the weekend and buy some shoes. So you know what? We're going to just listen, follow me.
Yeah, okay.
This is what's happening. You got to get over this so you and I can have money to go to Italy with Candy to buy shoes. But we do this. We say, we're going to buy them on sale. They're on sale shoes. That's why. And Italy, it's educational. And you know what? Maybe we'll do a podcast there. So then it's work. How's this? Is this making you feel better? Is it making you feel better?
Sure.
Jane, stay with me. Come on, we got to go to Italy and buy some shoes. But I mean, but then again, I say
gonna
that,
have to, like-
but that's a trip. To me, that's a trip. I'm like, yes, I would do that because it's a trip. If you said, Chandra, we're going downtown Toronto and you're going to buy a pair of shoes for $800, I'd be like, fuck, I'm not.
What's the difference?
Because Italy, to me, it's the experience. I'm having a weekend. If I want to do that, I could do that. For me to go spend $800 on a pair of shoes that I'm just walking maybe downtown Guelph,
super
I'd be like,
interesting.
that, right? That's so much
It's
money.
so interesting. It's
Of course, in Italy, they wouldn't be that much because we wouldn't have to pay all the money because we're already there.
They'd be bajillions of dollars in Italy.
No, my sister, when she was there, she got a gorgeous purse. And
Yeah, but-
if she had to buy that here, it would have been more.
Right,
Of course, she had
sure.
to pay to go to
Yeah,
Italy.
like that.
Well, she was on a European
Sorry,
tour,
kidding. Oh my
Hank.
God. I'm recognizing that for me, it's
We're
where
hypocrites?
I am a
We talk
hypocrite.
about-
I'm not calling you one, but I certainly am.
But yeah, we talk about it and we don't want it, but then
But we want it.
you know what?
but the
I
thing is,
want
judge.
the
I judge.
opportunity. I want the lifestyle, which I guess sadly on this stupid planet means we need to have money, but I want a lifestyle where I am not worried about how bills are going to get paid. If I want to go to Italy, I just go. Or if I want to go out for dinner, not go. How many times have we gone out for dinner? Because going out for dinner, even
expensive,
just
yeah.
for a burger and a beer, is $100 for two people.
Yeah.
Like remember you go, honey, I don't want to go to the pub and have a burger and a beer, and it would be like $50, and that was splurging.
Yeah, now the burger's $25 each,
And it's
then the
not
beer is
sometimes
like
worth.
$17.
Go
and
to
then
the
you've got
real
HST
deal.
and
I'm calling out the real deal.
yeah
In
best deal
Guelph,
town.
best deal and the best
The
burger.
real deal. I just got it. It is a real deal.
It is a real deal, but I love it. Women owned, managed. It's perfect. Yet you didn't know that. You should go there more.
I didn't
But
know they were
I
women
love.
owned.
I believe so. I mean, don't hate me if I'm wrong, but I only ever see women. And there's men in the
That could also
there's
be
men in
that's
the
men
kitchen.
owned and-
No.
women owned?
No. It's women owned. It is women owned. Yes,
Okay,
it is.
good.
And they opened another one up in Kitchener.
they?
I believe Kitchener. Yeah.
Amazing.
But they have the food is so high quality,
we're not
and
getting
still
paid for this. Just
we're
so
not
you
getting
know.
paid for
This
this.
is not-
No,
This is a genuine enthusiastic.
I'm excited because now my mouth is drooling and I want some.
You want a
They
beer
have
and
the
a
best
burger.
pizza. Their crust is good, and their burgers, like, it's all homemade, and the price is still
Decent.
reasonable
here's
that
the
you could
thing.
even take your family there. I mean, it's a billiard pool hall, but you could take your kids there.
But here's the thing, like, okay, if you were a millionaire, multi-millionaire, had more money than you know what to do with, would you still go?
100%.
Okay.
I
Why?
used to write-
Why?
because it's comfortable for me. It's fun. I like people. I used to write when I was on online dating. You know, you have to do all your likes and dislikes.
I've never done
and
online dating.
oh yeah, it's ridiculous. The question you have to answer. But I would always write, I love dive bars and 5 stars.
Yeah, that's
Because
me too.
who doesn't love to get dressed up and go bougie? And my mama taught me how to use what cutlery where and everything. However, I love sitting in a divey little dark bar, having, as long as the glasses are clean, having a drink and talking to just people. You go to the 5 stars, there's not a lot of rubbing elbows. No, there's no chit chat.
It's
But
true.
I mean, you're going to have a beautiful restaurant. You get to wear all your fancy clothes and bring your $2,000 purse. I want that lifestyle that I can, if I want to feel like dressed up, I'll be like, honey, let's spend a weekend in Toronto and drop $2,000 for nothing and go to dinners and theater.
Shoes in Toronto and not okay.
Well, if I just said, hey, let's go, I need a new pair of shoes. I'm going to go spend $2,000 on them. I need a new pair of shoes. I want something high quality.
But you just said before, I could go to Italy.
I could go to Italy and buy shoes.
But going down
because it's
Toronto,
Italy and shoes.
So this is it's a question of what you value.
I do
right?
love what's his face shoes.
I value
they're Canadian
experiences and travel more than
Fluvogs.
Those are great.
That's my goal.
So
I want a pair of
funky.
Fluvogs. Those aren't thousands, but they're hundreds, and I would spend that. They're quality made.
They're very quality made.
But that's the thing. Quality made is different. So when here's the thing. I'm going to spend $800 on a pair of shoes, and they're faux leather. No, fuck that.
No, of course.
That's what I mean. I'm not going to spend jeans. What were we talking about this? Jeans costing hundreds, and that's the norm. I'm like, what? Jeans used to be for poor people.
Well, yeah, that was 100 years ago, though.
I'm going to live 100 years ago.
Jeans are now everything everywhere.
Now
And
they're
you know what?
bougie.
Like,
I love denim. I do love denim
too, and I wouldn't mind
sleep in
spending a
denim.
lot
Would
of
you
money on a
sleep
pair of
in
jeans
denim?
that I would wear all the time because
not these days because my waistline changes every other
It's
day.
really hard for me to feel great in my clothes right now.
Yeah,
I feel
me
like
too.
everything. I don't know how to dress for this body.
I
yet.
know that's my problem.
Yeah, maybe we need a stylist.
Maybe we're
stylists
just
are
bitching today,
instead
Jane,
of-
because I don't know where we started, but we're just bitchy.
Are we
You know what?
bitchy
We're
today?
maybe not bitchy, but we want one thing and then we talk against it saying, no,
Yeah,
that's
we're-
it. But you know what? I would like to go to Italy and buy shoes, but I'm not going to go. So,
We're a
hey,
little skitsy today. I will admit that.
it starts. Didn't we start this off with we might be ADHD?
Might be.
Oh my God. We're creative brains.
This is it. Is a creative brain necessarily a scattered brain? That's my question.
I have no idea what we're talking
I wrote that
about.
on my Substack. I am just trying to, because going back to what I started with, like, I idealize that productivity of someone that sits down. Like, there's writers that could do this too. I'm going to write for 4 hours. And they sit down and they fucking write for 4 hours. They turn off all distractions and they just
And that
do it.
hurts my
And
arms.
I dream of being able to do that. But I sit down and I literally went into a room in my house and no tech in there.
Yep.
And I can't fucking do it.
And I was
can't
telling you,
stay in my
I
seat.
do better. That's
that
that.
like- is that-
No, I do that too. I've learned
But
that
maybe
I
we're
have
both,
to
like,
have.
fucked up. It's like, I'm like,
Maybe we
I
are.
just-
Well, I don't think there's a maybe there, Jane. I think we are, but we're just learning
that
to
bad?
embrace it. No, it
Oh,
isn't
but
bad.
That means that we're not getting anything done. Like,
No.
we're not finishing anything.
So
I'm
are.
procrastinating on so many things.
Just send me the damn reels and I'll post it.
Okay, that's okay. I can do that. But what about all the other things?
Okay, so you know what? Then we need to.
I've had my stairs, the carpet on the stairs to my 3rd floor, pulled up, half of the stairs, half of them pulled up for a year, over a year.
You know
And
what? I
look at
think
those
that's true.
every
We
time I
haven't.
go
We
up
don't
and I
have
go,
our kitchen cabinets painted, and there's really nothing
That's
stopping
a big
us.
job.
It is a big job, but I mean, it's just a job.
I go up those stairs every day and I go, this would take maybe 3.5 hours to finish.
Ew.
And I just,
3.5 hours.
I know,
Do you know how much
but I can't.
episodes of The Office you could watch in 3.5 hours?
Right.
I know, because that's what I do.
But it bugs me. I'm like, why can't I just commit to? So, anyways,
We are
you know
very
what?
ranty. We are very ranty
Very
today.
ranty today.
I think it's if we were still having our cycles, this would be
PMS day?
A PMS day.
Yeah, possibly.
I think you still get that in menopause.
I think you still have hormones. You just can't tell.
I
what the
do.
fuck they're doing.
I have days where I just want to like PMSing, eat everything in sight for no rhyme or reason other than I just want it. And I'm like, you can't do this, Chandra, because you gain weight really fast now. And also, you're not going to have a period.
I know.
So what the hell's
Where's
happening
the
to you?
end sight here? Yeah.
I don't know, being a woman.
Oh,
I love
man.
being a woman, and I love
do
this.
too.
I do love this stage in my life, even though I'm having trouble with the physical. Okay, so that's it. I'm having trouble with the physical symptoms, but the physical change and face and body. But I do love this sense of I don't really care.
I do too. I have to say, like, I really am genuinely.
And I will
feeling
say,
like there's no
I
fucks
do
left, and
kind
I'm
of
just-
feel bad for my partner who they did the
They did the intro.
they did the intro, and he called himself my fiance.
And he is-
So that means we're actually going to have a ceremony one day, which I wasn't going to announce because I wasn't going to till we actually have a date set. But
That sounds like a.
it
it's
sounds
gonna
like
happen.
that sounds like it's an official. We're getting married.
Yeah. You don't call someone your fiance if you're not planning on doing that.
No, that's exciting.
That is
Oh my God,
exciting.
another thing to procrastinate about.
Well,
You know
don't
what?
have
I
to
will start
do
using that. I will start using that to not get my work done. But you know what? I'm going to just daydream about what that. It's probably not going to be for another year or so, but whatever. It's going to happen.
Sure.
I need to get
I think
divorced.
the main thing. You need to what?
I need to get divorced.
That's you've been procrastinating on.
I have not procrastinated.
Okay, so
I have
take
left
that
it
back.
in the hands of the person who said they were going to file it.
But you're gonna have to take over.
I am.
Yeah.
And I've already started the process of
Good
that
for you.
since we came back.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
And I have another girlfriend that we're going to help you. This is the year of the divorce, 2026. She's going to get the actual. I mean, when you've been separated for a million years, and there's no need. I'm officially separated
Okay.
until you get married again. Do you need to get divorced?
Yeah, I was gonna
No.
say, real question. If you're assumed married after living together for what is it? How 4 or 5 years?
I'm
It's
a
your
polygamist.
common
I
law.
have 2 husbands.
Well, this is your common law. If you
Yeah.
live some, but how come you're not common divorced if you haven't been together? Like
Right?
you haven't lived
That's a
together. or had
great
same
question.
addresses,
We have a
like-
legal separation. It wasn't like we just said, I don't want to be with
Yeah,
you
the legal
anymore.
separation.
We
Haven't
have
lived together 5
paperwork.
years,
We
you're
have.
divorced. That's what it should be.
Yes.
You know, but so
Yeah.
you're automatically assumed a couple, but you're
And
not
that's and you know what
automatically
the other thing is you can't. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's different now, but when I got separated 11, 12, I don't even know how many years ago, you couldn't get a divorce until you had been separated for a year.
Right.
And then, but that's the thing. We would have had the divorce right away, but because you have to wait a year, then you're like,
You know what, it's
and then
probably for
blah
some
blah
very
blah. And then,
complicated legal reasons that I don't know, which probably has
well,
to
I
do
guess
with, like,
maybe because some people have heat of the moment. I hate you. I don't want to be married to people, but then
Well,
in 2 months later they want to be married
sure,
again.
but so yeah, I understand waiting
And you
a
could,
year.
if Trevor and I reconciled,
Mhm.
if we reconciled and said, let's be married again, all we would have to do is live together for a certain amount of time and we are automatically married because we haven't had a divorce.
But aren't you considered married right now?
No, we're separated.
Oh, I see. So
There's legal,
I
there's
see.
married. I have legal separation. If I just left the guy,
Oh,
then yeah, I'd still be married, but I am legally separated. Like we filed paperwork.
okay.
And I think most couples do that if you have kids and stuff, because that's how you get.
And the divorce
Alimony.
has to be like I understand why
That's
now. I'm answering my
dissolving,
own
yeah,
question is
yeah.
because all the money and the co-assets
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
has
yeah,
to be settled.
yeah.
But
We did all that in the separation. Now it's so stupid. It's just a stupid piece
Paperwork.
of paper. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Life is funny.
It's interesting.
This is what happens when we podcast after
3
a
cups
big
of coffee.
and a lot of carbs.
A lot of carbs and coffee.
I have no, you know what?
The waitress before we were talking about carbs, she was so sweet. She came over and we told her we were going back to do the podcast, and she goes, "Oh, you too. I was just saying, remind me of
Oh,
2
right.
celebrities." She said, "You look like
Susan Sarandon, which
you
I get a
I'm
lot. I
sure.
do get that. And
And-
I love it every time.
That's great. And then she said, "I look like." And
She
Rose-
said that, no, it's Rose Byrne, the woman from Bridesmaids, the British one. And you know what? In certain lights and angles, 100% I see it.
in certain lights. And
No, but
angles.
until she said that, the way, and I looked at you, I went, oh my God, yeah, you do look like Rose Byrne. Give us a British accent right now.
Oh, I'm terrible at British accents. It's not really
Yes,
my
you
forte.
are. Yes.
It's
you are.
rather not my thing, actually. but I can pull it off for a very brief period of
In a-
time. And then it starts to fall apart
I'm
rather
quite loving.
quickly.
I'm quite loving your accent,
Oh, why,
Jane.
thank you.
Oh, I
Thank
love
you.
that.
You
Do you know
know-
what? When I did improv, and I would come in with an accent, and Herbie, he used to make fun of me, be like, it was like the accent from around the world, because I'd come in French, and then it would go to German, and then somehow I'd get English, and then of course Irish and Scottish came in there, and I don't know, and I just would pray that this fucking scene would end, because he would, call me every time the accent, and I'd have to justify why my accent changed.
Oh my God, that's so great.
Oh, it's been so. I wonder if he remembers
we
that.
should do some improv.
I mean, I still teach it, but I haven't
February
been.
14th at Guelph Little Theatre, there's an improv night.
I know.
I know. We should go. Just watch.
It is Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's right. We're not going to go Valentine's Day. So
Well, I
Marty-
probably will. Rich and I refuse to go to restaurants on Valentine's
we
Day
don't-
because
we
it's
don't- we
so.
don't
We
either.
either go the day before, the day after,
Yeah,
or the weekend
I don't even
after,
know
or whatever.
We haven't done
I-
Valentine's much. We did,
Well,
but-
we
but
do because we're still new.
You're still new. You're still babies.
Well, and we kind of combined because our first date was February 28th.
Ah.
The first day we met was our first date. But then we realized, a couple years in, we're like, that's a lot. Those are, do we have to go out the 14th and the 28th? So we
No.
do it.
Combine them.
Combine
and then
it,
you can
yeah.
skip the whole
I
Valentine's Day.
want
like
a damn
madness.
card that says I love you on Valentine's Day. Yes, I do. I do.
You're about the cards and the ornaments and like you need symbol. So it's interesting.
Symbolism and ceremony.
and ceremony, very important,
Important to me.
you. And I think because I was
Not
raised with a lot of
materialistic,
it,
not-
I'm like not about.
But
the
I was too.
symbolism
But
and
you see, I
ceremony.
love ceremony.
So
But
I
I mean,
still don't have a ring. I'm just not bitching about it enough. It doesn't matter.
I was going to
enough
say,
to me.
you do want a ring.
I do, but I
You
don't
don't
want
say-
it. I don't want it enough to make it happen. Like
No,
it's,
'cause you
again,
don't want- you don't want-
ultimately, it's gonna have to meet me.
No, that's it. You don't want it to be you. You would like your partner
But
to
I
do
also
it.
don't expect him to do it because he doesn't want to buy the wrong ring, and I don't blame him because I don't want to wear a ring I don't like. So ultimately, it's up to me.
Oh, so you would actually say, I don't like that ring? I would never say that.
I
I would never say that. I have a ring and I think it's
I
beautiful.
wouldn't.
Would I have picked this ring? No.
would I,
But I won't tell.
would
I would never
no,
say.
I think if he surprised me with the ring, I
Exactly.
would like it, no matter what.
Exactly. What
But
Rich
I'm
did
also
is
just
we
not-
went out shopping. He said, I think I might buy you a ring or want to buy you a ring, but I don't know. It's not getting married. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's fine. Something sparkly, sure. I went, oh, let's just go shopping. Thinking like I had no timeline. And everything I said, oh, I like that. No. I went, oh, okay. And then he goes, do you like this? And I would, so out of the things that he'd say, do you like this? I would say yes or no. But I believe, and this is just me, that if a man is going to spend that much money on you and he buys you something that you feel is truly from his heart, that he spent time, not just to the assistant at the store going, give me a nice ring, but that spends so much time picking, I would never say no. I wouldn't. I would love it. I love
I'm
it.
not sure where I stand on that. I'll be honest with you because I think I'm the one that has to wear it. It's on my body. And so I would want, if I don't like it,
Well, I mean, obviously I'm a little bit more of a romantic.
maybe.
Because I
this
do,
is true.
but
This
you
is
know
my
when
German pragmatist
yeah, that
coming out.
is.
But also, if I had something that was catchy all the time,
It did. This
I would
catches
lose
on
my
everything.
fucking mind.
No, you get used to it. Because I thought, honestly, because my first, I had to have it flat. I was so,
right.
I had to have it. This one I haven't, and I love it, and it
I think
sparkles.
my
And
hair
he
loss
said,
is dirty.
I bought this because I wanted something that sparkles
It
as
is
much as
beautiful.
you.
It is beautiful.
It is. It's so maybe not
It's
like
so sparkly.
it is so
So
sparkly.
sparkly.
It is sparkly. And I love it. And I remember when I had it sized because it was a little big. I know he's just
this cat is like
dead on you.
Like, yeah.
Dead. They're getting so big. She said, "Oh my God, he already gave it to you." I said, "What?" She said, he had been in the store like 6 times, going back and forth. He had just picked it up on the Saturday and he gave it to me on the Monday. He
You're
did
so
not, he
excited.
was so, he gave it to me on his birthday.
Oh,
So, I mean, there's all that romance. So I would
Yes.
never, if it's
But
like
you
that.
also had a general, like you'd seen it, right?
I knew I was going to get this
But
kind of
the-
style because I'm more of a solitaire girl,
Yeah.
and this has got like the
Lots of
bigger
little
and then the
diamonds.
lots of little diamonds, and it is fucking sparkly. Like
Yeah.
it's beautiful,
And
sparkly.
you are
But it's
sparkly,
not.
so-
It's not like if you see my style and my boho big things. It's not like you probably wouldn't go, "Oh my God, I need to get that for Chandra."
Right, but you
But
like
now that
sparkles. Like, look at
I
your
do,
nails. You like
yeah, I
sparkles.
do like a little glitter and stuff. But he's so right. Like it, I love it. I wouldn't have picked this for me, but
And it's
I
so
love
funny
it.
because John, when we got my ring initially, We're both a little probably aromantic this way. So first of all, and John won't mind me saying this, his proposal was not romantic. It was not. It was, and he would do it over again.
Wait, did he do this? I'll trade you this for a back rub. That was my first proposal for my marriage.
What, the ring?
With the ring in his hand, I'll trade you this for a back rub.
Wow. Okay.
And
Well,
I said yes.
oh my God.
Well, because it was a jokey joke, and I was just
I
so.
know.
They had a ring in front of me, and it sparkled, so of course I
At
said
least
yes.
He had a ring. I didn't have a ring.
Oh.
No.
So he was scared back then to get you the ring without you said, Jane, what
I
you
know.
you
I
need
was
to.
a
No
little
wonder
scary.
he's not getting you a ring now.
It's not your fault, baby.
John,
I know.
I
I'm
will
a little
help you.
Intimidating around
I
these
will
things.
help you.
Oh yes, that would be good because
I'll go with him.
I know because but I think he'd also was like, no, this was literally his logic. He's like, you should have a say on the ring that you're going to wear for the rest of your life.
I get that, and that's why
And
Rich brought me
so
to
he
look
didn't
at.
propose with the ring though, like that there was no
Oh,
ring,
see,
and there was
no.
also it was just a conversation. He literally was like, we were in bed one morning, he rolled over and he went, so when are we should find a date. I was like, date for what?
Did you make him say it?
I said date. Well, I didn't know what
Oh,
he
you
meant.
really-
I
oh, you
really
didn't- oh, you-
genuinely- We'd only been together 6 months.
Well, yeah, that's a little
Right.
a little-
And we'd been living together for 1 month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, what?
Wow, when John knows what he wants, he gets it. Good for you, John.
Yeah, it took him 3 hours to convince me he was like for real.
I probably would think.
Yeah,
he,
'cause I
no,
was like-
no. I was gonna say I'd probably think he's joking. I'm like, no, I'm such an idiot. I'd be like, date for marriage. Oh my God, let's do it tomorrow. I would do it
I'm
100%.
pretty gullible. I was still like, what? But anyways, long story short, we've been married very happily for 30 years. But he looks back and goes, yeah, I probably could have been a little more romantic. So I was like, because there was no ring and there was no one knee, there was no ceremony, that I was like, and so, yeah, I was just like, what? He's, well, I just figured we'd want to have a mature conversation about this.
Well, he does know you well because honestly, I could see you, especially in your 20s, being very pragmatic, being like, I think you're more free and flowy because you're letting your true self out now. And that's what it
A
is.
lot of reps for sure. back
Yeah,
then.
you.
Yeah.
But this is who you are, and you kind of want it. You don't even want to admit it that you want the girly girl. Jane, you want the girly girl proposal. John, if you listen to this episode,
Well,
please come and talk to me, and I will help you. But you
he
do.
didn't do anything wrong.
No, I'm not saying he
I
didn't.
just-
No,
but
he did
but I
it.
don't know if it's that I wanted or I'm. You know what? You might.
No,
be
I'm
right.
saying he did
I think
everything
I
he
think-
thought you wanted him to do. I know John.
Ah,
He probably was like, I know this woman,
Yeah.
and she's very practical, and she's going to want to wear. Like I know.
Why is this stressing me out so much? Like
I don't know. I think you have guilt about it.
I don't know. Like I'm like, do I?
Is it wrong to say you want a romantic little, or are you feeling bad about the way you put yourself out there? What are you feeling right now?
I guess I did want the girly proposal.
Honey, every girl wants
But
a
I don't
girly
want him to
proposal.
feel bad.
I don't think he should
didn't do
because
anything wrong.
Oh,
but I didn't.
Jane,
I
Jane,
didn't really think about it.
honey,
just didn't let
you're
myself
not
think
bashing
about
it, but
it.
you're not bad. Don't keep if John watches this, and I'm sure he will because he loves you and watches it, he's gonna know it's not. You're not bashing him. You're just coming to the realization of, wouldn't it be nice? And it doesn't mean he did it wrong. He did what you wanted, and you liked it then, and you took it in. And
No, I didn't. I gave him shit.
oh well, again, that's very Jane.
But I was like, wait, this is a proposal? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, and then he got the ring, and we went on our honeymoon before the wedding because he was in a show and we couldn't.
Oh
go.
well, actor schedule.
Yeah, actor's
Yes.
life. So we got married on the weekend, and he had to go back and do the show. He was in
On the
Beauty and
Monday,
Beast
yeah.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
right,
so
Tuesday.
we'd done our honeymoon before the show had opened. And on the honeymoon, he gave me the ring.
Aww.
But the ring, he
Didn't
was
fit?
going to give it to me underwater. That was his romantic idea because he was like, we were learning to scuba dive,
Aww.
and he was like, "Oh, we're going to be underwater."
I would be terrified.
No, okay, well, he didn't end up doing it. 'Cause he's like, "What if
You
I
dropped
drop it?"
right?
Oh my god! Or if
I mean,
went,
to give
you know,
my
oh
my ex-husband that, he had a lot of ideas. He did tell me afterwards, I had so many ideas. I was going to do this, and going to do this, going to do this, and I think he just, honestly, like all jokes aside, I think he panicked and just had to blurt it out
Probably.
because he couldn't. But I did make fun of him. I'm like, here's my, I'll trade you this for a back rub. But I mean, and I was just giddy over the moon at the time, right?
yeah.
But I mean, and you can, yeah.
So it's but so when I did get it the next day at a meal we had, I
Did you know he had it?
No, I don't think I did. We had designed it together though.
Ooh,
Yeah, we
see,
had designed
like,
it
that's
together.
nice.
Yeah. In case you're
You
wondering why
had
I
a-
don't have it now, is because
Oh,
it got
she lost,
stolen.
yeah.
No, it got stolen.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah, we
But
designed
that's
it
just it. So
together.
you had a lot of romance. But I mean, let's
We
face
had
it.
lots of romance.
Yes,
It's just not on
35
those
years-
typical things.
Yes, 35 years in,
30.
and your ring has been stolen, and you know you guys have talked about
Replacing it.
and maybe you don't want to say to him, "I want the romantic gesture," because you're embarrassed, or
Yeah.
you're embarrassed of saying, "Honey, I want that."
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I
like
am.
you have said to me many times, you have to be honest.
Yeah, but I didn't even.
Well, I don't
know.
think you have to say it now
I
because he'll
didn't
watch it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even know though. Like I think what's kind of bowling me over a bit here is the fact that I have such a hard time admitting that I wanted that girly romantic gesture. I think I had this facade of like, I don't need that. I'm above that. I don't need that.
I have that. And I think that goes back to like let's
want that.
like start wrapping this up by saying, remember we talked about I don't judge or I don't compare, and we're not going to spend this much money, and you don't want to say I don't want that. I used to say I don't need a big one. Don't spend a lot of money on me. I wanted the romance. I was all about the romance and stuff, but I was like, oh my God, I would be terrified. This time around, I did not say any of that. In my head, I'm like, you can spend whatever you want on me, buddy, because I'm going to wear it. I don't know. I don't ask because I don't care. I don't care if he spent $5, $500,000, which I know he didn't do that. Oh God, could you
God,
imagine?
no.
I would never wear this ring.
No kidding, right? I wouldn't
But
wanna wear
I mean, then
something
there's
I
that.
wouldn't
but
want them-
but I'm just
yeah.
saying I didn't panic about that anymore, because now as an older woman, I go, I know my worth.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
When we're younger, we don't know. And now when we're older, we do know. And we go touching on
Some
something
women
else we
know.
talked about. We're in our 50s. We may not be happy with what's happened to us physically, but emotionally, we have step into it. Step into that fucking girly thing.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.